My first thought was he lied in every word, that hoary cripple with malicious eye, askance to watch the working of his lie on mine, and mouth scarce able to afford suppression of the glee that pursed and scored its edge at one more victim gained thereby. What else should he be set for with a staff? What, save to waylay with his lies, and snare all travellers who might find him posted there, and ask the road? I guess what skull-like laugh would break, what crutchkin write my epitaph, for past time in a dusty thoroughfare. If at his counsel I should turn aside into that ominous tract which, all agree, hides the dark tower, yet acquiescingly I did turn as he pointed, neither pride nor hope rekindling at the end descried, so much as gladness that some men might be. For what with my whole world-wide wandering, what with my search drawn out through years, my hope dwindled into a ghost, not fit to cope with that obstreperous joy success would bring. I hardly tried now to rebuke the spring my heart made, finding failure in its scope. As when a sick man, very near to death, seems dead indeed, and feels begin and end the tears that takes the farewell of each friend, and hears one bid the other go, draw breath freelier outside, since all is o'er, he saith, and the blow fallen no grieving can amend. While some discuss if near the other graves be room enough for this, and when a day suits best for carrying the corpse away, with care about the banners, scarves, and staves, and still the man hears all, and only craves he may not shame such tender love and stay. Thus I had so long suffered in this quest, heard failure prophesied so oft, been writ so many times among the band, to wit, the knights who to the dark tower search address their steps, that just to fail as they seemed best, and all the doubt was now, should I be fit? So, quiet of despair, I turned from him, that hateful cripple, out of his highway and into the path he pointed. All the day had been a dreary one at best, and dim was settling to its close, yet shot one grim red leer to see the plain catch the stray. For mark, no sooner was I fairly found pledged to the plain, after a pace or two, than pausing to throw backward a last view over the safe road. 'Twas gone, grey plain all around, nothing but plain to the horizon's bound. I might go on, naught else remained to do. So on I went. I think I never saw such starved, ignoble nature. Nothing throve, for flowers, as well expect a cedar grove, but cockle, spurge, according to their law, might propagate their kind, with none to awe. You'd think a burr had been a treasure trove. No, penury, inertness, and grimace, in some strange sort, were the land's portion. "See or shut your eyes," said nature peevishly, "and nothing skills. I cannot help my case. 'Tis the last judgment's fire must cure this place, calcine its claws, and set my prisoners free." If there pushed any ragged thistle stalk above its mates, the head was chopped. The bents were jealous else. What made those holes and rents in the dog's harsh swarth leaves, bruised as to balk all hope of greenness? 'Tis a brute must walk, pashing their life out with a brute's intents. As for the grass, it grew as scant as hair in leprosy, thin dry blades pricked the mud, which underneath looked kneaded up with blood. One stiff blind horse, his every bone astir, stood stupefied. However he came there, thrust out past service from the devil's stud. Alive? He might be dead for aught I know, with that red gaunt and calloped neck astrain, and shut eyes underneath the rusty mane. Seldom went such grotesqueness with such woe. I never saw a brute I hated so. He must be wicked to deserve such pain. I shut my eyes and turned them on my heart. As a man calls for wine before he fights, I asked one draught of earlier, happier sights, ere fitly I could hope to play my part. Think first, fight afterwards, the soldier's art. One taste of the old time sets all to rights. Not it. I fancied Cuthbert's reddening face beneath its garniture of curly gold, dear fellow, till I almost felt him fold an arm in mine to fix me to the place that way he used. Alas, one night's disgrace, out went my heart's new fire and left it cold. Giles, then, the soul of honor, there he stands, frank as 10 years ago when knighted first. What honest men should dare, he said, he durst. Good, but the scene shifts. Oh, what hangman hands into his breast a parchment? His own bands read it. Poor traitor, spit upon and cursed. Better this present than a past like that. Back, therefore, to my darkening path again. No sound, no sight, as far as the eye could strain. Will the night send a howlet or a bat? I asked, when something on the dismal flat came to arrest my thoughts and change their train.